How's it going, everybody? Today, let's take a look at the market and let's try to analyze what sentiments the market is running on. And let's take a look at a few charts, namely Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a couple of good altcoin charts. And let's try to figure out what the situation is like. To start off with, there is some good news in the market. Putin wants to legalize crypto mining, and not just that, Putin also says that if there would be any country to mine Bitcoin, Russia would be the number one country which could become the flagship miners of Bitcoin. And even though this news is bullish, Russia wants to get into war with Ukraine. World war news would obviously crash the market, and that wouldn't weigh anything as compared to a good bullish news. So this was the Russia news, and obviously there are some bullish sentiments which come onto the market when the market is trying to reverse. So this is slightly a good sign, but on a macro level, it really remains to be very speculative. If you want to check out the latest cryptocurrency news, I would recommend two websites. One would be Cointelegraph, and the other one would be CoinDesk. And these are the two websites which have the hottest news in crypto. And apart from this, there's obviously coinmarketcap.com, which is not mainly a news website, but there is also good news about fresh coins which are coming out. At this point, I don't really think that any cryptocurrency ban news is making a lot of difference in the market, because people know that this technology cannot be banned, and people are getting their head over this, and they are trying to realize they're figuring out that these are just gimmicks played by the big market players in order to get cheaper cryptocurrency prices. So that's one good thing to see in the market. Let's talk about Bitcoin now. And as you can see on the screen, there has been a huge downtrend in the Bitcoin charts since a few months, and this has been leading the entire market because the Bitcoin dominance is the most. We have spoken about this before, but the main bullish idea which will come into play would be when this trend line breaks up and we have good volume here, and there is a good trend line breakout, and only then we'll be able to see some actual bullish strength in the market. If you are watching cryptocurrency on a regular basis, I recommend you to open up the Bitcoin chart, draw this trend line, and see how the price reacts when the candlestick reaches this yellow trend line, because there will be some volatility. And now let's go on to the lower time frames and try to figure out what the short term could look like. This is the 4-hour chart, and obviously there's a lot of support here because the price has moved sideways. So we can quickly draw a trend line here, and this is one of the main ranges which you'll have to notice as the price goes up. The 40k level is one of the major resistances for Bitcoin, and you need to closely watch how the price reacts here, because it could be either a good buying or selling opportunity here. This line has acted as resistance previously, so one line here, and this range right here is the zone which we need to watch. So as we approach this level, we need to figure out how Bitcoin is going to react to this 40k level, because if this breaks up with good volume, then obviously we could be breaking this big downtrend on the daily time frame which we just covered. And if it rejects here, if it does not pass through, we could see some downside, and that could convert into some really good buying opportunity. In any market, it's obvious that it is very hard to time the top and the bottom. So you need to realize that most of the money and most of the fun is in the middle, not at the bottoms or the tops, because you will just get burned trying to catch the tops or the bottoms. So this is one level I'm looking at closely, and I will also update about this on the Moonbase server. If you're not aware, the Moonbase crypto community on Discord is an active community of over 700 members now. And on the Moonbase crypto community server, there are a lot of resources like crypto analysis, where I will update you regarding this Bitcoin situation, trend patterns, where you can learn about the patterns in the candlestick charts and also candlestick patterns, a learn zone, and there is a lot more. And this is absolutely free, and these are some resources which you could put to use in order to up your game. So the link for this is in the description. And back to the chart. Overall, this is one key level I'm watching, 40k Bitcoin. Set your alerts for this, and I will also update regarding this on the crypto analysis section on Moonbase. Another coin which a lot of you all have been asking me about is Cardano, and I was obviously a big fan of this coin, but recently Cardano launched their first decentralized exchange. It is called Sunday Swap, and it looks pretty good. The UI UX is great, but there was a huge problem when this exchange launched. So people were not able to exchange their funds. There was a lot of blockage in the networks. There was very less liquidity. People were not able to swap what they wanted. And I also, in fact, tried to get my hands onto the Sunday token by swapping my Cardano for Sunday, but it wasn't just a good experience. And that is the reason why we have seen this pump in Cardano, because this pump was based on this news, which was the Sunday swap launch news, but it didn't really go well, in my opinion. If you're a big fan of Cardano, you would want to watch this $1 level very closely. And if this uptrend is broken, there will be some good upside, obviously, because the trend will be reversed. And till then, you need to watch the $1 level. And if this breaks, 80 cents would be a good buying opportunity for Cardano. This is the Ethereum chart, and again, this closely follows Bitcoin, and it has been struggling as Bitcoin is also in a downtrend. And right now, there are signs of some strength, but still, everything right here depends on Bitcoin and how Bitcoin reacts to the 40K level. So I wouldn't want to rush into coins like Ethereum, Cardano, or literally anything right now, but watch the market closely and then buy into the strength. If Bitcoin fails to hold the 40K level, we could expect a retrace, and then a good buying opportunity for Ethereum would arise, and that would be around $2,000. Of course, this is not financial advice. You should do your own research. I'm only trying to shed some light through technical analysis, and I hope it helps. More accurately, this would be the reversal of Ethereum when the trend line breaks this level and there is some good volume. So you could watch this closely as well, because when Ethereum does well, most of the altcoins also tend to perform well. Next up is Phantom, FTM, and this has been one coin which has produced immense gains for people on the Moonbase crypto community on Discord, because we have been talking about Phantom there since 20, 30, and 40 cents, and the all-time high of Phantom went up till $3.5. So that is some multiplication right there. Two ways I'm playing Phantom right now. If volume shows up by the retest of the breakout, this was posted at this point of time, and obviously there was a good breakout here, and the maximum gains out of this setup went up to 45% raw. So a lot of people on Moonbase caught this setup, and it was a really good play out. Phantom is one such coin which has huge potential, and even though it might look like it is very pricey now, it is actually very undervalued. And there are a lot of partnerships which Phantom comes up with on a day-to-day basis. Phantom partnered with AVAX. Phantom has its own bridge. Phantom has so many decentralized applications, even more than Cardano, and it's competing with Ethereum now. It is at that scale. So this is one good coin which you should keep an eye on. As of now, there's not much volatility for Phantom. It has been moving sideways for a few days, and the real bullish momentum will come when this resistance is converted into support. So I'll be looking at this level, and this will really get some bullish momentum, and a lot of retail investors get interested into Phantom. And if this breaks down, then of course you'll have some great buying opportunities at $1.75, and I hope it doesn't break lower than that, but anything below $2 for Phantom is a steal deal. This is a website called DeFi Llama, and let's take a look at a few stats of Phantom. The total value logged is 9.49 billion. Total value logged essentially means that the amount of money which the people have logged in into farms, pools, or for staking, and higher the value there is for total value logged, it denotes that the people, the community has a lot of trust in the long term for the project. This was Phantom, and this is definitely one of the projects you should look out for. The transaction fees is peanuts, the speed is lightning, and there's nothing more which you can expect from a good coin. That is it for today. I hope you learned something new, and I'll be keeping you up to date regarding the Bitcoin situation on the Moonbase. So the link for that is in the description, and I'll see you there.